going to start with a couple of hip exercises just to get the hips moving. So we're going to take the stick, right hand, pop it out in front of you, base of the stick angled towards your feet, and arm at sort of shoulder height, just giving the stick a little bit of support. If we drive down the right hand into the floor to give us some stability, we're going to flex the right hip up, keep the knee in line with the stick, just nice and low, and try and get some movements back and forth, keeping the knee in line with the stick. So we're getting internal and external rotation of the hip. We can then move that up to a mid position, so the knee's approximately level with the hip. Keep the knee in the centre. And just swing from side to side. And then flex up into a high position. The knees above the hip. Keep the knee in the centre. And move from side to side. Okay, take that leg down, swap hands, left hand, drive down into the stick for a little bit of irradiation, a little bit of support. We're going to have the left leg flex up in a low position to start, and again keep the knee in the centre, and we're doing internal, external rotation. When we come to our mid position, knee approximately level with the hip, internal, external rotation. And then finally, knee above hip height, and keep the knee in the centre, and internal and external rotation. Good. All right, and then stepping down. If we look at what we call the hip gate, we're going to place the stick in the right hand, the stick approximately somewhere between 2 and 3 o'clock, depending on how good your hip is and your mobility. We're going to have the arm out again at shoulder height, press down into the stick for a bit of stability. We're going to flex the hip up low and open the gate, close the gate. So open till you touch the stick, close to 12 o'clock. Open and close. Keep the pelvis facing forward. Come up into a mid position. And then come up into the high position, so keep above knee, see what range is like there. Try and keep the foot and the knee in a line so we're not getting a rotation as you move out to the side. It moves as a block. Good, and then bring that leg down. Change sides, so left hand, this time it's going to be somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock. Bottom of the stick angled towards us. We're going to flex the left hip up low, open and close the gate, keeping the legs stacked, knee and the foot in a line, so we're not getting excessive rotation there. Keeping the hips facing forward, come up to our mid position. Good, and then up into the high position. Good, okay, and then stepping down. We're now going to get down onto the floor into our 90-90 position. Okay, so if we place the stick down on the floor, I'm going to use a towel as a bolster, a rolled up towel. So if I get into my 90-90 position, okay, so the front leg, the knees bent at 90, the legs coming out in front. The back leg is 90 degrees at the knee and 90 degrees out to the side. You can see that I'm on a bit of a slope when I do that. My left hip is lower than my right. So I'm going to use this bolster underneath my left hip, underneath my left glute, so that I'm now square. Okay, so use whatever you need to square yourself up to make this exercise a little bit easier for you. We're going to take our stick. We're going to hold it across the body, okay? We're going to pull apart on the stick, we're going to have the tension between the feet. The front foot wants to push forward, the back foot wants to push back. So we're going to split the feet is what we say. So we're going to pull apart on the stick, split the feet and rotate each way. Come back to centre, stretch forward as far as you can. Good. Rotations. Good. Stretch forward. Good. And relax. Pop the stick down. We're going to change sides. We're going to have the opposite foot forward. So again, our 90-90 position. This time I'm having the bolster under my right glute to square me up. Get in the same position so that you can split the floor with your feet. So front foot forward, back foot back. And we have the stick in front. Pull apart on the stick for a bit of stability. And we're going to go rotating each side. Good. Stretching forward. Good. Rotate. Hopefully you have more rotation than I do. Good. Back to centre, forward. Good. And then we'll come out of our 90-90 position. Okay, we're going to do our hip flexor stretch. So I'm going to be side onto the camera for this. Okay, so we're going to have left foot forward, right knee down, right foot, the top of the foot pushing down into the floor. Okay, so I'm going to push down into the floor with that foot. I'm going to tuck my tail under before I start going forward for the stretch. Okay, my right hand is going to be high up on the stick. Left hand can also be up on the stick, or it can be on your knee, whatever feels comfortable, or you can hold onto the stick. So, push down through the top of the foot, tuck the tail under, and then I don't need to go very far forward to feel the stretch through the front of the hip on the right side. Hold that stretch, come back, relax the tension from the foot. We can either climb up the stick a little bit higher with this hand, or we can even bring the base of the stick closer towards my right knee, which will also make my hand go higher. And again, push down through the right foot, tuck the tail under, come forward slightly with the pelvis until we feel the stretch in the right side. Okay, and relax. And we'll do one more repetition of that. If you want to bring the base of the stick a bit closer, you can, or climb the stick with the right hand. Press down through the right foot, tuck the tail under, come forward and hold. Good. And then relax. So we change sides. This time the right knee down, left foot forward. Sorry, left foot down, right foot forward, left knee down. We're going to press down through the top of the left foot on the floor. We're going to tuck the tail under. The left hand's going to be high on the stick. Okay, so push down through the floor, tuck the tail under. Pelvis comes forward slightly. We hold our stretch. And relax. Climb the hand on the stick, or bring the base of the stick back towards you a little bit. Push down through the left foot, tuck the tail under, travel forward with the pelvis slightly. Engage those tissues. Good. And relax. And one more. Increase the height of the hand or bring the stick closer if you wish. Push down through the foot. Tuck the tail under. Travel forward with the pelvis and hold. Okay, and relax. We're going to go into a half kneeling monkey hang. So I'll face the camera again for this one. So it's a very similar setup to the hip flexor stretch. We're going to have the left foot forward, right knee down. The stick's on the right side of the body. If we place the base of the stick approximately level with the left heel, okay, so it's kind of out at 130 or thereabouts from me. This right hand's going to reach right up the stick. Left hand's going to hold the stick around about the sticker level. And I'm going to stretch my hips across towards the stick. So I'm going to hang across towards the base of the stick. So stretch through the arm, through the anterior line, and hold. Come back to centre, take the stretch away. And then the second time we're going to stretch the hips across towards the stick. So take up that tension, and then we're going to move the top of the stick across the body and back behind. So across and forward and back behind. Across and forward and back behind. We'll come back to centre, take that stretch away, and we're going to change sides. So left knee down, right foot forward. The stick now goes on the left side, approximately level with the front foot, the heel. Reach up high with the left hand, right hand around about the sticker. And I'm going to take my hips across towards the stick and hang, hence the half kneeling monkey hang title. And then come back, and the second stretch across, and the top of the stick comes forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And back to centre, bring the stretch away, and we'll come out of that position. And we'll do one final one, which is the straddle, the hip straddle. So if we take the stick in front, in a nice wide position with the legs, the feet pointing up, so not rotating outwards. And we're going to hold the hands on either side of the sticker. I prefer to do an underhand grip. Okay, because I think it sits me up a little bit taller. So what we want to be able to do is pull the stick in towards us as we sit nice and tall and hold. And relax. Because we're flexing the stick, it's a good idea to rotate the stick, so we'll rotate a quarter turn. We can wriggle the legs out a little bit further if we can, but maintain that upward position of the feet, not pointing outwards. Underhand grip, sit nice and tall through the torso, and we sit up tall, engage the stretch, and hold. And relax. One more, rotate the stick a quarter turn. Take the feet out a little bit further if you can. Underhand grip, sit up tall and hold. Good, and relax. Okay, so we'll come out of that position. Hopefully the hips have had a reasonable mobility session.